Thank you very much, Madam Chair, and I want to thank you for the manner in which you presided over the hearing and conducted it, and your generosity with the clock. Quite frankly, it's an important subject. Every member, regardless of point of view that spoke, needed to be heard, and I appreciate what all of them had to say. You know, when we discussed this earlier in subcommittee, I actually referred to a negotiation you and I had been involved in a year ago where one of our colleagues on the other side of the rotunda, it was on a life issue, looked at me and said, Tom, you know, you can have a deal or you can have a fight, but you can't have both. You know, I think that's really where we are in this particular issue. When the decision was made by our friends on the other side to take out the Hyde Amendment, you decided to have a fight. And that's okay. That's your right to do that. You feel strongly about it. But that fight will keep us from getting to a deal. And we wouldn't be honest with you if we didn't make that crystal clear. I think my friend Mr. Simpson put it pretty well. The choice ultimately will get down, do we want a continuing resolution, which I don't think any appropriator should ever want, a continuing resolution. I value what this committee does, no matter who happens to be in the majority and the work that it does. But that's where we're headed if the Hyde language is not restored. I'd prefer to end that fight today by adopting the amendment. And I hope you'll do that. But if you don't, the fight will continue. It'll express itself in a lot of forms, and it will get in the way of us reaching a deal, which I think we can do. We've done it 6 times before, working with the chair, and I would love to do it a 7th. But I will just be crystal clear, Hyde Amendment is not in here. I don't think a deal will be forthcoming. So with that, I would urge adoption of the amendment, and I yield back, Madam Chair.